And you can show some examples from your past walking red flag. That's gonna be very interesting.
Semakin lo nggak peduli sama gue, semakin gue kejar.
Aku berbunga-bunga pada Anda.
Kayak sabar aja dulu, sabar. Siapa tahu ini cuma awal.
Belaga-belaga. A Rolex on my wrist.
Jarrell suka yang toxic dikit
kalau
ya.
yang baik-baik kan a bit boring ya, a bit bland, no spicy gitu ya.
Aku
enggak dua lagi bener. Ceweknya banget. Oh my god.
Ceweknya yang ke rumah cowoknya like
halo, selamat siang ataupun malam ataupun pagi. Buat semuanya, selamat datang ke You Talk by PPI Monash Yunoya 2022 season 3. Perkenalkan, nama gue Miranti Agusin Hutagol yang bakal jadi host podcast kita untuk season ini. Nah, gue excited banget nih guys di episode kali ini, episode 1 ini. Karena kita bakal ngomongin hal-hal yang bernuansa Valentine. Jadi malam ini gue akan ditemanin oleh Sherilyn dan Jarrell. Tepuk tangan dong. Hai.
Halo.
Boleh dong kalian perkenalin, kalian dari school of apa, year berapa, terus relationship statusnya dong.
Gerald, boleh dimulai.
Oke, hai semuanya, nama gue Gerald. Terus gue ada di School of Business, but I'm taking the double degree. So technically ada di School of Business and School of Arts. Terus relationship statusnya currently single. And not ready to mingle probably, but yeah.
Oh, yang bener ya. Gerald.
And I am Sherilyn. I am a year 3 student di School of Business taking marketing and IBM, and I am in a long-term relationship of almost 4 years.
Wow, 4 years ya. Aduh, seru banget ya Sherilyn ya. Kalian gak ada yang penasaran sama hostnya?
Oh boleh
boleh banget kalau mau dikasih tahu gimana hostnya, statusnya.
Aduh, statusnya complicated ya Yorobo.
Sekarang kayaknya kalau nggak complicated, it's not like a relationship.
It's
kayaknya.
2022, everything is complicated at this point.
Yeah.
Bener. Apalagi Gen Z, kalau nggak situationship atau complicated bukan Gen Z ya.
Kalau nggak toxic dikit, ya it's okay.
Oh iya.
It's not real.
Jarrell suka yang toxic dikit
kalau
ya.
yang baik-baik kan a bit boring ya, a bit bland, no spicy gitu ya.
Aku merasa tertampar ini.
Oh iya.
Ngomong-ngomongin
Sherilyn punya a healthy relationship.
Bagus banget tuh, berarti tuh so stable berarti ya. Nih ngomongin healthy sama toxic relationship, tema kita malam ini adalah green flag sama red flags di sebuah hubungan.
Topik favoritku.
Topik favoritnya. Oke nih, jadi yang pertama nih gue mau tanyain, menurut kalian red flags itu apa sih sama green flags?
Oke, gue tadi udah kenalin diri gue pertama. So for this question, Sherilyn, you can have the floor first.
Okay, so thank you Gerald for being such a gentleman. So menurut gue green flags and red flags, I mean considering gue udah 4 tahun with my current boyfriend, sebelum ini I was dating like a walking red flag. Sebelum dia I was dating like walking red flags without even noticing, karena gue masih kecil kan, kayak masih muda gitu ya. Kan sekarang udah tua ya, udah angka 2 depannya. Sebelum itu gue bener-bener dating a literal, lu lihat merah di jalan pacarin. Okay. Ngerti gak sih? Merah pacarin gitu.
Nggak apa-apa, masih muda saat itu ya.
Masih muda.
Betul. Dan menurut gue dari from my current relationship sama yang gue lihat dari sebelum-sebelumnya, these are the red flags kayak yang menurut gue kayak gitu, kayak menurut gue red flags is like something yang udah ketanem di tuh orang dan dia nggak sadar dan dia merasa itu masih kayak enggak lah, tuh lu doang. It's a you problem, not a their problem. Ngerti gak sih?
Yes.
Kayak
jadi istilahnya denial gitu kali ya.
Betul, seperti denial gitu. Kalau green flags, honestly di 2020 jarang. I'm not saying all guys.
All men are trash.
Gak salah sih Gerald, gak salah.
I wanna say this one iconic sentence that my friend has been using, but I nggak mau offend
It's okay.
So what my friends usually say, cowok tuh kalau they're gay. And I feel
True.
like that's true. But except for my boyfriend.
Aduh, bucin banget ya.
Oke,
Kalau
Gerald,
Gerald
silahkan.
gimana sendiri ya?
Kalau gue tuh red flags and green flags. Kalau menurut gue tuh it's as simple as kayak someone's characters, personality, and values sih menurut gue. Soalnya kayak every time kayak misalnya lu ngomong sama temen lu kayak, ini si red flagsnya ini nih, atau kayak ini dia si green flagsnya ini loh. It kayak they are definitely referring to like their characters, their actions, and their values, right? So menurut gue itu sih pasti kayak who they are as a person. Habis itu kayak sebenarnya tuh lebih ke what you can tolerate and what you can't tolerate in a relationship, tapi you put it in a to-do list like on paper. So menurut gue itu sih red flags and green flags. And menurut gue itu is very important sih. Soalnya kayak if you lose track of what you actually want in a relationship, menurut gue it's very self-sabotaging also for yourself. So yeah, I think it's a very important thing.
Sumpah setelah mendengar jawaban Gerald, gue merasa jawaban gue trash banget.
Enggak siapa tahu
Enggak
juga
dong.
gue bacot aja kan. Siapa tahu biar gue terlihat keren di YouTube, di public platform.
Oke, next. Nih, kalau menurut kalian dalam memilih pasangan itu apa sih kok yang kalian lihat dari green flags dan red flagsnya mereka sendiri?
Oke, kok mungkin gue mau yang mulai duluan aja kali ya. Kalau the biggest red flag mungkin ya, kalau if I'm looking for someone, gue tuh paling gak suka banget, paling red flag banget tuh kalau orang-orang yang nggak punya passion or like have nothing going on in their life gitu loh. Kayak menurut gue tuh
Benar.
kayak ada term namanya kayak scrubs, kayak do you know the song from TLC like scrubs
Iya,
like
iya.
no I don't want no scrubs. It's like scrubs tuh maksudnya like bener-bener yang nggak ada apa-apa going on in his life gitu loh. Maksud gue tuh nggak harus misalnya lu harus pinter, nggak harus lu harus kayak punya otak bagus atau gimana ya. Cuman at least you have a hobby, you have a passion gitu. For gue that's very important sih. Gue paling nggak suka orang yang nggak ada vision for their life, kayak yang nggak tahu mau kemana.
Sama.
Terus kayak nggak tahu mau plan apa, ogah-ogahan. Kata gue kayak soalnya tuh when you're in a relationship it's also for the future, right? Terus kayak kalau lu buat apa gitu nggak ada apa-apa di hidup lo, kayak no passion, have nothing going on for themselves, is a red flag. Terus kalau green flag, perhatian gue tuh they treat you as an equal gitu loh. Soalnya a lot of people kayak ngomong kayak relationship tuh kayak melengkapi each other, you know what I mean? Cuman tuh
It should
menurut
be
gue
50-50.
kayak a lot of people say that, cuman kayak for me personally it's not even 50-50 gitu loh. You don't complete each other. Soalnya menurut gue tuh you are two different person. Jadi kayak you are your own person. Terus kayak menurut gue tuh it's how you treat each other as equal gitu loh. Perhatian gue tuh it's always how to compromise gitu loh. Tapi kayak still being you. Jadi kayak menurut gue if a person can respect your boundaries, that's like a definite green flag untuk gue sih. Jadi kayak that's for me. How about you, Sherilyn? Kayak what are your red flags and green flag?
Yeah.
And you can show some examples from your past
Yeah.
walking red flag. That's gonna be very interesting.
Okay, so menurut gue, I mean as I've gotten kayak grow older, I mean when I started dating my boyfriend, dia tidak se-perfect yang sekarang, ngerti gak sih? Kayak we grew together in a sense, cause we met when we were like 16 and now we're 21 this year. Jadi jadi tuh
Amazed gue amazed. Gue
jadi tuh
takjub sih.
I've seen him grow from someone that I would never even date. I wouldn't even look at him gitu loh. So here's the first red flag I saw from him waktu gue awal pacaran itu. The way you treat other people, as in like manners, tata krama, sopan santun. Just like basic ya, a waiter brings you a napkin, bilang makasih gitu. Atau enggak kalau lu mau minta something dari waiters, boleh gak minta ini? Jangan kayak tisu gitu, ngerti gak sih? Kayak
Yeah.
I know they're like the one serving you, tapi doesn't mean they should be treated less of a human than how you would treat your family, your friends gitu loh, ngerti gak sih? That's the first red flag yang gue benci banget. And I have seen a shit load of guys kayak gitu. And I am not saying like 1 biji, 2 biji. I mean like hampir semua, kayak 70% pacarnya temen gue kayak gitu semua. They think they're so high up at the food chain, they can do whatever the heck they want. Ngerti gak
Very
sih?
entitled gitu ya in a
Yes.
sense.
Which brings me to my second red flag, flexing.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
yeah.
Flexing.
Gue suka banget. Gue
no.
big no banget
I
gue.
mean, like, okay, you're rich, you wanna flex if it's your kerja keras, ya udah, your job. But the guys I've seen flexing is those yang masih pakai uang papi.
Oh my god,
Ngerti gak
ya
sih?
itu kayak jatuhnya kayak orang-orang OKB gitu, tau gak sih lo? Exactly.
OKB sih
Exactly.
bener.
OKB
I know,
sih.
kayak I know people. I have a friend who owns a freaking island and he has 0 post di IG dia, 0 post, nothing, nggak pernah flex, nggak pernah apa-apa. Dia naik mobil sport keluar pakai baju oblong bolong-bolong sama sandal jepit. Sedangkan orang yang barely even half as rich as him, belaga-belaga, a Rolex on my wrist. Terus kayak dia bakal post di mobilnya kayak gini kayak
I get
Rolex.
it. I know those type
like
of stories.
you know what I'm talking about, kayak tangan satu disetir Rolex kayak vividly shown. Terus nanti lagunya kayak lagu rap song ya, I don't make money, money comes to me, bla
Oh
bla
my
bla gitu.
god.
Gila, itu kayak ya sebelumnya waktu awal-awal sebelum gue pacaran sama cowok gue sekarang, I used to think oh my god itu keren banget, itu kaya, oh my god itu orang kaya gitu. I used to think that until I met like further connections, then I know sejujurnya kaya tuh apa. Kayak orang
Kaya
yang
itu dari
gini-gini.
hati sih.
Iya,
Iya,
kayak
bener bang.
dia punya pulau tapi itu dia setiap minggu donasi kayak, dan dia nggak flash kayak look I donated this shit to these people,
I
look
get
I
it.
donated this to this company gitu, enggak, kayak bener-bener genuinely from the heart. When you rich from the heart, you yourself udah kaya gitu loh.
Iya bener banget sih.
Itu kayak flexing is
No.
paling jijik. Males banget
Aduh.
gua.
Tapi green flag-nya nggak ada nih.
Oh kalau
Sebenarnya
green flags apa ya? Aduh green
Kalau
flags kurang
nih
menyenangkan.
gue kasih ide deh. Kalau green flags-nya itu gue kayak lebih suka nggak sih yang gue bisa dapet nih ya dari my current boyfriend.
You're complicated.
My
complicated.
complicated, ya. Itu dia selalu kayak encourage me.
Oh, that's
Kayak-
nice.
Gue orangnya paling insecure sejagat raya dan paling kayak I often like think about myself so low and everything. Itu bakal dia itu bakal marah gitu loh. Dia bakal marah kayak babe don't ever think about that. Nih gitu. Terus dia kayak bakal bilang pokoknya dia bakal give me like words of affirmation. Gitu kayak
That's so
yang bakal gue,
nice.
aduh, di mana lagi sih dapet yang kayak
Gue
gini?
ngerti sih.
That's why it's complicated.
Yeah, that's why it's complicated. It's like, Tapi emang yang supportive tuh menurut gue penting banget sih. Kayak, that's a good green flag. Like, when he's supportive, that's like a good yes menurut gue.
Gara-gara Miranti sekarang gue kepikiran green flagnya.
Apa?
Orang yang mau berusaha, even tuh kayak dia
Yes,
tahu.
I agree.
Yes, kayak
Yes, queen, 100%.
even tuh misalnya ya kayak like it's been going around TikTok and Instagram kayak ada istri kayak can you fix the sink, kayak bocor dikit tuh, and then the suami kayak I'm not a plumber, don't tell me to fix things gitu loh.
Oh, I saw that.
Tahu nggak?
Gue tahu. Gue liat that.
Jadi basically tuh
video.
the moral of the story from that short video itu at least lu berusaha. Walaupun lu tahu physically mungkin lu nggak bakal bisa, tapi you're willing to try for the both of us or for diri dia sendiri. Karena at the end kalau misalnya kita nggak bareng juga, dia bakal dapat benefitnya, ngerti gak sih?
Iya.
Kayak bukan cuma kita. Jadi kayak at least lu berusaha. Even tuh kayak you give up halfway, ya udah at least lu berusaha gitu loh. Kayak itu kayak mau berusaha, kayak mau misalnya kayak mau cari duit lah in a sense, kayak
Iya, benar.
my current boyfriend, dia I mean we both did not come from a like sultan family, enggak gitu loh. We have to fend for ourselves gitu. And he's the type yang gue bilang kayak misalnya I want a good future for us. He has a vision. He wants us to have a good life, good house, good car gitu. And he is willing to work, and he is willing to get down and dirty gitu loh. Kayak lu tahu gak sih yang I don't know if I've known you guys when Otto started this business, tapi he literally bikin car wash ke rumah, and he's the one washing the cars.
That's very good though menurut gue. Apalagi yang kayak nggak takut berusaha, nggak takut kotor lah istilahnya.
Dia nggak malu, itu
nggak
dia
malu,
nggak malu.
Bener.
Dia nggak malu.
Gue suka juga sih cowok yang
Iya
kayak
kan?
gitu.
Kayak lu ada effort, then you're doing something you love, And at the end gue juga dapet kayak dari hasil dia nyuci mobil gitu, aku juga yang dapat hadiahnya karena
Aduh,
aku
enak banget
support gitu. Aku tim marketingnya, dia tim kerjanya.
Jadi kalau menurut kalian nih, di sebuah hubungan kalau udah ada muncul red flags, kalian tuh gimana di sebuah hubungan? Kadang kan banyak nih anak-anak milenial juga kadang-kadang suka denial. Kalian gimana?
Denial is like their second name aja.
Yeah, honestly true. I mean, honestly, it's my second name also.
Me
probably.
too, Gerald.
Cuman
Gimana?
kalau
Sherilyn dulu deh.
Boleh Sherilyn dulu. Atau gue
Sherilyn
dulu.
deh.
Oke, Sherilyn.
Oke, Gerald deh, Gerald.
Apa ini?
Iya, ini
Malu
pelan
yang
banget.
Kamu complicated ya.
Aduh, jadi siapa nih yang mau duluan nih?
Gerald silahkan.
Oke,
Gerald
boleh
deh, Gerald.
gue. Kalau udah kayak udah kayak ngelihat red flags gitu, kayak what do I do gitu ya. Kayak kalau gue sih I would say yang nanti ngomong sih kayak denial. Soalnya tuh menurut gue kayak, tau gak sih kayak this phrase kayak when you wear rose-colored glasses, you tend to not see the red flags, right? Because for me, like especially kalau udah awal-awal your relationship, right? Kayak of course lu pasti bakal happy banget kan. Terus misalnya kalau ada red flag muncul tuh kayak lu nggak mau kayak ngomong, lu nggak mau speak up, soalnya kayak you're in your happy state gitu loh. Terus kayak kalau lu ngomong ntar hilang dong orangnya. Lu ngerti nggak sih maksud gue?
Aduh,
Ya.
berasa kesindir gue.
Iya kan guys. Nah Ferhat gue tuh kayak that's what I do sih. Kadang-kadang tuh gue diem aja, kadang-kadang gue pendem sendiri kalau ngeliat sesuatu yang menurut gue red flag. Soalnya ya I'm kayak apa sih, it's like I kept quiet so I can keep you. You know what I said? Like you know what I mean? Kayak Ferhat gue itu bener sih. Tapi in terms of kayak apa yang harus kita lakukan dan kalian lakukan, menurut gue tuh jangan bego sih ya. Menurut gue kayak it's an advice for myself also. Kayak yang if you see something like red flag, like
Ketampar.
jangan langsung lari juga sih menurut gue. Soalnya I'm a firm believer in second chances ya. Tapi menurut gue tuh lu at least communicate with the person. Kayak gue gak suka deh kalau lu kayak gini gitu. Lu ngerti gak sih? So menurut gue don't be in denial like I am and like Miranti is. So yeah, how about you, Sherilyn?
Kalau
Like
gue
Miranti is, ya.
a bit different ya. I used to be like you guys during my past relationship. Gue kayak, I mean I had this one ex kayak di depan kelas, literally di depan kelas dia banting meja kayak plak gitu. Gara-gara I jokingly call him kayak lu gitu. He freaking smacked his whole body plak gitu, his whole body weight ke meja, and then digini gue kayak don't you stupid you. Digituin gue.
That's so childish. Okay.
Itu no.
And I was
no.
like, karena at that point tuh gue baru awal pacaran kan, jadi gue kayak no, this will pass. No, it didn't, it never passed.
Gue
It
ngerti
stayed.
sih,
It
kayak-
stayed.
Kayak sabar aja dulu, siapa tahu ini cuma
Iya.
awal doang. Padahal
Iya.
mah masih bego-bego juga ya
Betul.
akhirnya. Aduh.
Tapi setelah many of those encounters, sekarang gue mungkin I know nggak semua orang berani to do this, tapi I will bentak langsung. Gue langsung kayak, lu berani kayak gitu sama gue? Kayak I know sometimes kalian kayak in denial. Gue orangnya nggak bisa in denial. If I don't like something, I will show it gitu,
Yeah.
and I will tell that person. Kayak misalnya my boyfriend kayak do something that I don't like. Can you please not gitu loh? Can you please not do this? Gue nggak suka lu gini-gini. Misalnya dia kayak argue back, ya udah kita ngobrol, argue. Ya sometimes it will result in fights, tapi kayak it's a part of a relationship. Ribut itu kayak it's the spark gitu. Nggak ada ribut, nggak ada serunya gitu loh. Lo
bener.
tau
Nggak
gak
ada-
sih?
nggak- itu bumbu-bumbu cintanya.
Betul,
Ya.
kayak lu tahu gak sih yang di Indo ada istri yang cerain suaminya karena suaminya terlalu nurut.
Oh my god.
Anjir, beneran? Sumpah?
Serius,
itu-
you can look it up di detik.com kalau nggak salah deh.
Oh my god.
Speaking of experience, I'm like that also. Karena gue kan long distance nih. Jadi gue kayak, lu tahu long distance is very hard.
Yeah.
And then lu nggak mau gitu loh kayak nambah-nambahin masa lalu yang udah time difference-nya 5 to 7 hours gitu. Terus jadi I tend to just say yes to everything what he said.
Gue ngerti.
Jadi kayak dia tuh kesel sama gue sendiri gitu, kayak oh come on babe, argue with me. This is how a conversation should
Oh my
work.
god. Yeah.
Gitu. Argue with me. Kayak bukannya gue nggak mau argue gitu loh. Gue dulu pernah kayak keras orangnya. Toh juga gue disakitin juga. Nah, gue baik, kayak bukan baik sih, maksudnya gue kayak tend not to make an argument. Salah juga. Jadi emang sebenarnya harus ada argumen juga sedikit-sedikit. biar
Yeah.
biar ada bumbu-bumbunya gitu.
Kayak in my
Yeah,
previous
yes.
relationship, gue nggak pernah sekali pun ribut. Kayak not even once. Like I've had like before my current boyfriend, I've had like 6 relationships. Gak ada satupun yang gue pernah ribut. Kayak bener-bener kayak oke.
Kayak cuma nurut-nurut aja ya sis.
Iya kayak gue kayak ngikutin kayak anjing gitu, ngerti gak sih? Terus sekarang gue kayak aku lelah disuruh-suruh kayak anjing.
Yeah, of course.
Aku jadi majikannya sekarang, bodo amat.
Yes, I think it's very important for us to stand up for ourselves, especially in relationships.
I just wish there's a lot more kayak pasangan kayak misalnya a lot of partners yang lebih bakal acknowledge that mereka bisa gitu tuh kayak to stand up. Kalau emang lu stand up for you guys punya own good, tapi mereka malah fight back, then you know that itself is a red flag.
Yeah.
Kayak you know when to back up, when to kayak you know.
Oh, jadi kayak do you guys think it's an issue to be still with that person meskipun kalian udah tahu kayak red flags-nya itu orang banyak banget gitu loh. Karena kan kadang ada yang gue mau sama dia, gue cinta banget sama dia, gue harus pertahanin dia, I see goods in him. Jadi
gue
gue
ngerti.
tutup, close a blind eye gitu loh.
Gerald,
Okay.
because I have a tea on this one on like real life example, so it's gonna take some time. Mending lu duluan.
Frehat gue sih kayaknya what I'm gonna answer tuh menurut gue bukan jawaban Sherilyn sih. So it's nice kayak jadi dua opini. Cuman kalau menurut gue tuh I'm a firm believer in second chances sih. Dan emang kadang-kadang red flag tuh kayak embedded in someone gitu loh. Itu tuh orang dan gak bisa diganti. Cuman tuh kadang-kadang bukan gue mau mencoba merubah orang ya. Cuman tuh kadang-kadang kayak maksudnya kayak cobalah kasih second chances dulu. Ngerti gak sih? Kayak mungkin he wants to compromise like from his end gitu loh. For this relationship. Ya menurut gue kayak gue gak akan langsung lari terus gak akan langsung kayak okay bye gitu. Tapi kayak I will still give him a chance, but maybe after that then yeah I'm gonna like run away like totally. How about you, Sherilyn, gimana?
I'm also a strong believer on second chances, which is why I stayed throughout my 6 previous relationship.
Okay.
Duh.
Udah, ya bener sih.
Terus ya sebenarnya in my current relationship ini gue udah pernah hampir like putus for good gara-gara pokoknya something lah. Terus I was thinking of not giving a second chance karena trauma dari sebelum-sebelumnya. I keep giving people second chance terus malah they freaking kayak mess it all up. Terus gue capek gitu loh, gue capek banget kan. Tapi I've followed my guts, bilang you know what, give this guy a second chance, he may be worth it. 4 years later jadi menurut gue I know it's hard to stay karena I have this one friend, cowoknya udah selingkuh at least with 6 other different girls.
Ew.
Oh my god.
That's
And semuanya like my friend tuh tipenya agak mirip gua, tapi dia tuh lebih bucin mampus. Dia tuh kadang nggak pakai otak mikirnya. Udah nggak pakai otak, udah tinggal ngeraba-raba doang gitu. Dia tahu this 6 other girls is actually half of them is her own friends.
Oh my god.
Half of them is her own friends, and dia chat dong, dia nanya, lu terakhir ngomong sama this guy kapan? Ini cowok gua loh gitu loh. Dikasih tahu, akhirnya mereka temenan. And then they found out from this girl, there's another girl. Akhirnya kayak nge-spawn gitu loh, ceweknya banyak jadinya. But this girl tetap aja kayak udah bilang cowoknya, kamu ngapain chat ini? Apa sih cuma temen? Kayak the guy immediately gets defensive, ngerti gak sih? But then lu kalau dengar cerita gitu lu langsung kayak kayak lu tinggalin lah. Kalau langsung mikir gitu kan. Then I found out from my friend who hung out with the guy, he's an extreme gentleman, which is why now I realize, oh ini alasannya kenapa dia masih stay walaupun udah disakitin sampai kayak gini. Kayak jadi gue mikir kayak lu boleh kasih second chance, tapi jangan bego. Walaupun dia segentleman apapun. Imagine this, mereka udah hampir 2 tahun bareng. Udah sama 2 tahun udah sama 6 cewek. Lu kalau nikah minimum ya, nikah tuh berapa tahun sih? 30 tahun lah. Lu mau sama berapa? Mau bikin kosan wanita?
Iya bener.
Lu 30 tahun. Lu per tahun 6 kali 30 120. Lu bisa bikin satu kota baru.
Mami Sherilyn marah guys.
Gue kayak I tahu udah gentleman, I tahu susah ngelepasin dia, tapi lu gak enak apa ngeliatnya? kayak there's gotta be a stop gitu loh. Where is the stop? Stopnya kayak makin lama makin mundur. Jadi kayak kadang gue nggak habis pikir, tapi at the same time gentleman-nya tuh bener-bener like one of the most gentleman guy yang teman gue katanya pernah lihat gitu loh. Jadi gue ngerti kenapa walaupun dia walking red flag, tapi ada something to compensate for it gitu loh. Jadi kayak balance di otak dia tuh balance gitu loh.
It's a trade off basically.
Iya, basically a trade off. Iya.
Jangan gue juga sih tapi.
Ya itu udah keterlaluan, udah kuadrat itu. Itu gue kesel banget setiap kali. Maksudnya kayak this girl always comes to us kayak, woi dia selingkuh ya, no.
Ya, enggak sebagai temen juga capek nggak sih? Aduh.
It's been happening for the past 6 times. Are you dumb?
Oke, jadi kalau kalian nih, teman-teman kalian yang di isu yang itu, apa sih advice yang bisa kalian kasih sama teman-teman kalian yang di relationship-nya udah notice so many red flags?
Apa ya? Enggak, I feel like that's the whole theme for this podcast is to jangan bego. Like literally jangan bego.
Please. Kayak begonya ada batas. I mean boleh orang bego gitu. Cause not everyone's a genius gitu loh. It took me like 4 years to figure out, oh this is a relationship I wanna be in for long term gitu loh. This is a stable relationship. It took me like almost 4 years to sadar gue mau gitu. Tapi ini baru 3 bulan aja udah selingkuh. And dia mikir, mereka udah ngomongin nikah loh. Fun fact.
What the heck?
And I'm like, you even kayak that kata nikah aja came through your mind is udah kayak questionable. Jadi please open your eyes. Even though it's a trade-off, it's not a worth it trade-off.
Yes, jangan
There's
bego
so
sih.
many other guys out there waiting for you. Like,
yeah, honestly, there are so many fishes in the sea. It's what they say, right? Cuman maksudnya jangan bego lah.
Tapi terkadang tuh banyak juga yang cewek-cewek nih, kalau ada yang baik, mereka buta, maunya yang toksik.
mereka want fun, they want some action in the relationship. Tapi nggak
Semuanya-
gitu juga.
Semakin lo nggak peduli sama gue, semakin gue kejar.
Aku berbunga-bunga pada Anda.
Enggak, itu kayaknya kita sih Mir. Jadi kayak
Nggak sih,
Maaf
gue
ya,
udah
aku cannot relate.
iya, ini
gue udah
kayak
kapok
podcast
sih.
podcast jangan begoin itu sebenarnya buat kita ini aja, untuk kita kayak introspeksi diri aja sih Mir, kayaknya bukan buat the public sih kayaknya.
Iya sih, benar sih.
Aku hanya jadi komentator di sini.
Oke, jadi kalian ada nggak pesan-pesan yang mau kalian kasih ke generasi milenial yang sekarang ini, yang selalu denial, yang pokoknya semakin lo nggak peduli, semakin gue kejar, yang tipikal seperti itu. Kalian ada kak pesan-pesan terakhir kayak orang mau meninggal?
Iya, aduh ini udah banget ya.
Maksudnya kayak
Okay.
words lah.
So for me, other than jangan bego, which is the whole theme for this podcast, Frat gue juga kadang-kadang tuh I think you have to listen to your friends juga sih. Soalnya kan kadang misalnya kalau lu curhat ke teman lu nih, abis itu teman lu kasih their perspective. Sometimes tuh it's important to lihat itu juga. Soalnya tuh teman-teman tuh istilahnya tuh kayak objektif, ngerti gak sih? Kayak from an outsider point of view gitu loh. And sometimes kalau lu in love, kalau lu in relationship, sometimes kan ya cinta itu buta ya. Kayak sometimes tuh yang red flag tuh lu gak nyadar. Jadi menurut gue, other than jangan bego, tapi ya kalau emang udah bego gara-gara cinta, which is cinta buta ya, it's understandable lah of course. Tapi kayak lu harus dengar teman lu juga sih. Maksudnya jangan kayak lu curhat ke temen lu, gue gini, abis itu temen lu kasih saran, terus ya lu jatuh aja terus kayak to the same lobang yang sama kayak 7 more times. Kayak maksudnya tuh bukan gue mengeluh ya sebagai teman, gue dicurhatin terus gimana, tapi maksud gue tuh soalnya kadang-kadang temen lu tuh objective view gitu loh. Kayak soalnya kan you know kayak
They're
from
not in the
outsider
relationship.
Exactly, makanya
Tapi kadang-kadang yang tipikal seperti itu yang pengen gue tampol.
iya,
ya nggak sih, yang pengen lu tampol gak sih?
In denial. This is a perfect example.
Ini tuh sebenarnya kayak self discovery like discussion sih. Ini bukan kayak podcast memberi saran ya sebenarnya. Cuma I think that's the most important thing sih, is to have a second opinion and actually believe in the second opinion.
Yeah. For me, trust your gut sih. Kayak
That's so true. Okay,
trust your
agree
guts.
100%.
I mean, I know people always say kayak intuition is kayak bullshit and all.
It's
Tapi
true though.
I am a firm believer. Karena
Yes.
banyak kayak how my friend found out cowoknya udah selingkuh 7 kali itu. Legit from gut, dia gak ada bukti, gak ada apa-apa. Dia bener-bener pure from gut. Terus disamperin rumahnya, ada mobil cewek 2.
Enggak 2
Ya,
lagi
bener.
mobil ceweknya. Banget. Oh my god.
Ceweknya yang ke rumah cowoknya, like how low is that? Like I'm sorry, tapi kayak
Wow.
kayak gut feeling itu tuh kayak bener-bener it's that strong gitu loh. Kayak don't ignore if something in you tells me kayak enggak, this is not the guy for you, bye bye. I mean ya udah lu kayak main-main aja, tapi don't take it to the next level gitu loh. You're gonna regret it takutnya.
Don't
At the
afraid
end
to
takutnya
let go.
regret. Kayak kayak better things are coming gitu loh. Jangan cuman gara-gara lu merasa oh my god I've lost this precious kayak diamond gitu. Siapa tahu tiba-tiba lu dapet kayak man of your dreams gitu. Tiba-tiba tuh yang dateng gitu. Kan bisa aja gitu loh. Terus aduh, I was gonna say something.
Satu lagi, restu orang tua itu melancarkan
Iya
semuanya.
sih.
Oh, iya. Always see how they treat their parents. Cause that says
Exactly.
a lot of someone. That says a lot about someone. Kayak
Bener.
I realize that after dating my current boyfriend, dia nemplok banget, dia kayak sayang banget. He does everything for his mom. Like legit, his mom is his rock gitu. Kayak and for my previous relationships, yeah, they have good relationships with their parents, their family. Tapi there's like a level of kayak ya udah ibu-ibu anak-anak gitu loh. Kalau
Gue ngerti.
my current boyfriend tuh dia bener-bener menganggap mamanya tuh kayak a part of him. Dia ngelahirin, dia yang berjuang buat my current boyfriend. Jadi I am a strong believer. How they treat their parents is how they're gonna treat you and your future. I'm a strong believer of selalu ngeliat how they treat their family and their friends. Karena especially kayak temen yang dari kecil ya, yang bener-bener dari SD. So like some people kan kadang pindah-pindah sekolah. Find that one temen yang udah sama mereka since day one. Cause that person is gonna tell you a lot about them. Karena mereka yang udah dari kencing bareng, dari mandi bareng, udah di sana gitu loh. Mereka tahu, walaupun lu merasa lu yang paling tahu, mereka pasti tahu karena mereka udah 10 tahun dan lu baru kayak berapa 2 bulan sama dia. Mereka udah 10 tahun dari busuk-busuknya tuh udah lihat mereka.
Mantep banget ya Sherilyn ya.
Strong believer, guys.
Dicatat, write everyone, you right?
Strong believer.
Enggak, ini
Gila.
bener sih. Habis itu favorit gue tuh sebenarnya pokoknya tuh kalian denger aja apa yang Sherilyn katakan. Karena Sherilyn yang have the most experience kan. Kayaknya kalau kalian denger apa yang gue sama Ranti katakan tuh kayak a bit like, soalnya kan kita juga rada bego dalam cinta ya Mir. Jadi kayak
Gak salah.
listen to Sherilyn, honestly, she got it figured out with gue. Kayak that's a very good like points that you brought up.
Amin.
Oke, Sherilyn sama Gerald, thank you banget lo udah mau datang ke podcast episode 1 kali ini.
Thank you for having us also.
Will you be having us for episode 2?
Yeah. Enggak, ini kita rutin guest aja misalnya.
Kita
Let's
update
see.
our live
Let's
update,
see.
guys.
Semuanya tergantung PIC ya, Yorobun.
Bapak PIC apa kabar?
Oke, thank you tuh buat Sherilyn sama Gerald, jangan kapok karena udah diajakin jadi speaker kita hari ini. Oke guys, jangan lupa kalau you talk gue saking deg-degannya karena nih gue yang first time kan.
Okay.
Perdana. Oke guys, jangan lupa kalau You Talk You Know ya kita ada di Spotify dan YouTube juga. Dan jangan lupa juga follow IG-nya di @monashppi_.
Jangan lupa follow IG kita juga, Gerald and Sherilyn.
Yes.
Dan juga hostnya
Hostnya
@miranti13.
@gerald.rom.